tunasema make it happen. But before we go to our topic, kabla hatujaingia hapo, there is nothing that happens bila Mungu kuwa hapo ndani. That's the first step. Anything that you want to do, anything that you think of, anything that comes in or goes out, everything has to happen, lazima Mungu awe katika hiyo jambo. So as we talk about opportunities today, tujue kwamba Mungu ako hapo katikati. It is God ndiye anasema, I will make you the head and not the tail. Anaongelesha nani? I will make you the head and not the tail. Anaongelesha wale walio wake. Lakini wakati tunaenda katika the main head, ambao tulisoma ni Mhubiri 9:11. Pale anasema, the race is not for the mbio ama kushinda mbio, sio kwa wale wakimbiao sana. Not the battle to the strong. Hata katika vita, sio tu ni wale tu ambao wako hodari. Na mkate, sio tu, anapoongea kuhusu mkate, he's talking about our daily activities, our daily bread, our blessings. It is not only to the wise. Lakini pale anamalizia kusema, but time and chance happen to them all. Nyakati na nafasi hutendeka kwa wote. So when this man who wrote this alipoandika hiyo ya kwamba nafasi na nyakati na nafasi hutendeka kwa wote, regardless umeokoka ama haujaokoka. Wewe ni Muhindi, wewe ni Mkikuyu, anasema hii nafasi na wakati na nyakati hutendeka kwa wote. Lakini Mungu anarudi kusema, nitakufanya kichwa wala sio mkia. Lakini anaposema hivyo, hasemi kwa wote, anasema kwa wale walio. Kwa hivyo watu wanapobarikiwa, Mungu hupendezwa sana akiona wale ambao waliobarikiwa ni wana wake, walioitwa kwa jina lake. Sio kila mtu, hapana. And we call God the Father because ni kama mzazi. Mzazi ako na watoto. Na hao watoto wote wako na they live in the same environment. Wakati na nyakati hutendeka kwao wote. Lakini kukua kwao na kuendesha kwao ina depend na individual characters ya kila mmoja wetu na imani aliye naye. Kwa hivyo Mungu aliye baba yetu akituangalia, anatuangalia kama wanawake. Lakini usisahau Mungu alivyotuumba, kuna kitu ambacho aliweka. Akasema, Mungu anasema, neno linasema, alipotutengeneza akapuliza pumzi na mtu akawa nafsi hai. Mtu akawa nafsi hai. Alikuwa mtu lakini akawa nafsi hai. The difference between sisi na wa ulimwengu ni kitu kimoja. Sisi wote ni wanadamu. Lakini sio wanadamu wote walio wana wa Mungu. Alisema ni lazima uzaliwe tena ili ukubalike kuwa mwana wa Mungu, akuweke hiyo roho. Na unapokuwa mwana wa Mungu, hapo ndipo sasa ni lazima usukue kama wewe ni mtoto wa Mungu. Unajua mtoto wa mfalme na mtoto wa mtu kawaida wako tofauti. Mtoto wa kifalme kuna jinsi anavyopaswa kujibemba. The characters. Tuseme kama mtoto wa queen. There are some things he's supposed to do and there are some things that he's not supposed to do. When we get that difference, napo sasa ndipo tunapasa nafasi ya kuanza our main topic. Nilisema nafasi na nyakati hutendeka kwa wote. Time and chance happen to all of us. So what do we mean by opportunities? Opportunities opportunities ni nafasi. Nafasi. Na nasema nafasi hutokea kwa watu wote. Nafasi hutokea kwa kila mtu. Unajua Mungu alipokuumba, alikuumba sababu ni Mungu wa mpango. Na ndipo anasema, I have a good plan for you, to give you a hope and a future. Wewe ambao wewe ni mwana wa Mungu, anasema ako na mpango kuhusu wewe. But for that plan to fulfill, you have to make it happen. It is you who have to make it happen. You have to be intentional. You have to be positive. You have to understand that language. You have to have an extra eye. Unaona, tunaweza kuwa tunafanya kazi pamoja pahali fulani, lakini bidii yetu na vile ambavyo tunafanya ndio itatufanya kupandishwa juu. And I may see opportunities. You can see those opportunities, but hautachukua hiyo nafasi wakati huo. And if you fail to take that chance, hiyo opportunity wakati huo itakupita. And how do we identify opportunities? Opportunities hazikuji hivi hapana. And you cannot go looking for opportunities. No. It is opportunities that come looking for you. They are there, they are available. But you have to have an extra eye. And that extra eye ndio ninasema, mtu wa dunia ako naye, na wewe ambao umeokoka uko naye. But yours is divine. Yako inakutokana na Mungu. Every day when we wake up, mwambie Mungu, ile mipango ambayo ninapanga na ile ideas niko nazo, you make it happen. Sababu wewe ndio ulinipa na umeniahidi ya kwamba unaye mipango mizuri. So as I walk out, the plans that I have, you have to bless them. Or open my eyes so that I can be able to see those opportunities. Opportunities nasema Jesus zinakutafuta. And how do they come? They come in many ways. And the main one, in opportunities, zikiingia, as kitu kinaitwa challenges. You see, challenges, changamoto. If you are not a person who faces changamoto, na zinakuangusha, you will never notice any opportunities. Never. Those challenges make you or open up your mind. The challenges. It is the main ingredient to see the opportunities coming. And what are the challenges? Challenges wakati zinakuja, it is like a seed. You take it. That seed, you plant it. It has to germinate. You have to be positive. Unajua, take an example, watu wanaenda pahali. Unawaambia, tutafanya hii. It looks like almost impossible. It looks like haiwezi kufanyika. It is almost impossible. And it is a challenge. Mtu anakuambia hapo hatuendi kuenda sababu hatuna gari. Mind you, what is coming is an opportunity. Kuna watu wanaendaga wakati kukifika, wanaenda season ya makandamia. Wanaenda kutafuta makandamia huko ndani sijui nini. Lakini unaambiwa kuna makandamia mingi sana huko, madhio ya huko ndani. And the prices ziko chini zaidi sababu ya mvua haiwezi kutokea. But we are very sure if you can make it, kwenda usukue gunia 50, you will make your 200,000 or 300,000. Sawa? Ni pahali tumesikia. Lakini wewe unasema mimi sina gari. Hiyo mimi siwe. Mwingine anasema gari sio 4-wheel anaiweka. But there is somebody who will take that challenge positively. Gari ona kafadi go bore la dirofa. You see, he is now becoming creative, positive. Anaenda huko kwa garage. Ile igusagia gari ringi, those are the rovers. Anaenda na kodi moja. Tuingie huko. Anaenda anachukua hizo gunia. anakuja nazo, anauza. It was an opportunity. What did you see? Challenges. Uliona nini? Matope. Uliona nini? Sina gari. Uliona nini? Siwezi. But there is somebody, aliona, understand that language. And you nilisema, challenges, you will never go looking for them. Opportunities, you will never go looking for opportunities. They are there, they are available. It is you, open your mind. You know, wakati wa COVID, you know, COVID made so many young people all across the age, millionaires. Wengi wetu tulikuwa, wakati sababu kazi zilikuwa zimefungwa, unaenda nyumbani unalala, TV, whatever. But there is somebody who anaona that opportunity. Watu wako nyumbani, they have to be entertained because the TV is on. Mtandao huko. Inaitwa this, inaitwa what? Hizi za mitandao, TikTok na whatever. So somebody thought, if I can import those gadgets, inaitwa nini kile karound unaweka, unajikapta hapo. What do you call it? Inaitwa nini? So, you see, it is a young man. And he decided, if I can be able to import this thing, ziingia hapa Kenya, I can make money. And the guy found his way out. He imported planes, sababu haiwezi kuja na meli. By planes zinakuja, anauza. Of course, the prices were expensive. This equipment, za kuhubiri kanisa, those guys made money. Why? Sababu ni mtu aliona, alikaa chini, how can I be able to entertain people kwa mtandao? And the idea came. And akaichukua hiyo nafasi. How he did it, and you anajua. Those are opportunities, they come looking for you. So you have to be positive when they come. You have to realize by the time they come. In the book of Proverbs 20:11-12, anasema, anaongea kuhusu Mungu. Anasema hivi, the hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord has made them both. Masikio anayosikia na macho ambao yanaona, Mungu ameyatengeneza haya. Mungu ndiye ameyatengeneza. Because we see the same thing, we hear the same thing. But what do you do about it? So that you can be able to identify the opportunities. Every day you have to be positive. Kuna mtu aliniambia, you see, if you walk somewhere, na muende muambiwa, can you be able to supply 100 kilos of, 100 bags of maize? Usiseme hapana. The first answer is no. Usiseme hapana. It should not. Sema ndio. Hayo mengine utakuja kujua baadaye. Afadhali upeane excuse, useme they are out of stock. Wakati itafika kupewa. Lakini the first answer is, yes, I can be able to supply. It is within, it is within the capacity. It is maybe something that is worth 100,000. Kwanza usiseme hapana, sema ndio. And then, you are the conditions of the supply of that item. Fine. Once you do that, you are becoming positive. What is required for you to buy and supply that? Money. Where can I get this money? It is a sure bet. If I supply, I will be paid. How much do I have? It is costing 100,000, but I will make another 100,000. I have only 20,000. Fine. So you look for a friend, you look for a bank, you look for something else. But don't say no. Say yes. alafu hii mathematics zingine utafanya baadaye. I cannot, ukikwama kabisa, go to a business person. Umwambie hapa kuna onda. You see, business people know how to take advantage. Lakini sio advantage, it is the language of business. Si umekwama, uko na 20, unahitaji 80, tunanunua hii, tuuze hii, tupate 100. So you are requiring 8. We are going to go into partnership. So, yes, we are going to go into partnership. Nitakupatia, tutauza, tutagawana nini? Profit, 50-50. You lose nothing, but you become wiser. Now you have a working capital. Uko na working capital. Na pale ambapo umefanya hivyo, the next one, utafanya peke yako. You will do it alone. Don't say you don't have money. No. It is the opportunity, it is the chance that is looking for you. Money comes baadaye. Ideas. Let God give you the ideas. Let God bless you with those ideas. Take them positively. Those are the ones that we are calling opportunities. Take them. Don't be shy. Chukua. Even if it hata ikiangukia katikati, ukikosa mtu mtapatana naye akusupport, there is another one that is going to come. Maybe there is also somebody who akona that idea na yeye amekwama. Networking mtapatana. Leta nusu na mimi nusu tugawane. So opportunities, they are there and they happen. But the way you take them, you have to be a very positive person. Very, very positive. Wakati wa COVID, wakati watu wamepumzika, wengine ndio wanauza mask, wengine ndio wanafanya hii, wengine ndio wana transport, wengine ndio wanafanya. Because that extra time that you have, it is a challenge to you. It is a challenge to you. You see, tulisema Mungu, when Mungu alikuweka hapa duniani, there are things that he has to give you. Na kuna zingine utatafuta ili akubarikie. Hata sisi wazazi, watoto wako, kuna zile ambao utapatia hao watoto hata kama hawakuitishi. Lakini kuna zingine ni lazima hao wenyewe kuja kwako ili uwasupport, ili uwasaidie. So if you don't go to God, this is what I have. This is the plan I have. This is where I want to be. And kubali kuanza pole pole. God is going to take you places. What about wale ambao wameajiliwa? It is the same thing. It is what you put. It is what you put. It is, I have gone through some experiences. I was employed for 15 good years. 5 years. Different companies. And the first one, nikaambiwa hiyo baiskeli, chukua baiskeli, nenda ukauze mali yuko Mathare. Nilikuwa karibu kukataa. So when we were reporting, we were about 10 of us. Wakasema there is an opportunity that has arisen. There is somebody who is leaving. Kwa hivyo, abani yake, who knows how to drive? I knew how to drive. We were about 4 of us, wale ambao wanajua kudrive. Na nilikwambia, never say no. Yes. Afadhali uingie kwa hiyo gari hata kama hujui. Yes. That guy is going to tell you, walk out. Toka nje. Yeah. Afadhali uingie hapo kwa hiyo gari. Yes. Sababu, the person who is going to assign you that car, lazima akuone kama unajua. Wacha uingie with confidence na ukae. Piga start. Akwambie toka uende. You have done your best. You have tried. Sawa. Labda hao wengine hata kuhakisha itawashinda. So we went. Sawa. Gari ndio hiyo. Tuwa kwanza. Chiru, toa hiyo gari, weka pale na weke na reverse. We toka. Enda. Hivi. kaingia, pop, fine, hata hakuna haja, pita. So nikaanzia kazi hapo. And I can tell you, because it is something that I really liked, sales and marketing. Ni kitu ambacho nilikuwa napenda sana. So when I got that opportunity, I had to be the best. I had to be somebody different than the others. I told myself that way. And the target were coming. The target, nika hit target. Hitting target, one after the other. Hakuna mchezo. It is doing work. Hatukuwa tunafanya Saturday. I found myself working even on Saturday, putting extra hours to become the best. Now wale wako pale, they can see your effort. So within 3 months, a senior post ikatokea. Chukua hiyo. Within 3 months, I was on probation. 3 months, sikuwa nimemaliza. Chukua. Now you are senior. Enda. What? What am I saying? Opportunities come looking for you. So, whatever you do, if it is a wrong term, find something that you have passion ya kufanya hiyo kitu. And once you do that, take it. Katika hiyo kitabu inatuambia, whatever your hands find to do it with all your might, with all your soul, with everything that you have. Sababu you don't have any other chance. Kule unaenda kupumzika. There is no more wisdom. There are no more skills. Hakuna kazi ingine utafanya. Kazi unaifanya wapi? Hapa. So those opportunities, when God is saying, I'm going to make you the head and not the tail, He knows what He's talking about. But you have to prove yourself to be the best. Ifanye those opportunities. And once you get, see, we have people. I can give you examples. People I know, people I have been with, people I have seen, they grow in this town. Others, people you know. Unaona somebody called who? Unaona Kiwas. The way Kiwas is. Because I know from the beginning, it was a corridor. Unaona when we are going to a building, there is a corridor there. Hapo ndio ka corridor. Hapo ndio alianza to some few things and so. But because of consistency, because of perseverance, because of being confident and determination, you have to make it happen, I said. And God is going to bless the work of your hands. But hutagojea, it is an opportunity that came. Na ikampata pahali, akaingia hapo. Today, it is a business. Over time, be patient, my friend. Go through it. But find something that you really love to do. You really love to work. In every area that you are. If you don't place yourself on the highway, wacha kukaa zinaitwa nini hizi za kando, bypass. Stay on the highway. That is where opportunities will get you. I used to tell a friend of mine, I came to know him, he's from Murang'A. Wakati nilikuwa nafanya kazi, then I met him several times. He was working for another company. Then when I came back to Murang'A, nikampata. He had lost his job. Hakuwa na kazi ingine. So he was just being around town. And I used to tell him, because I know the kind of work that we are doing. Na nakujua, wewe hakuna mtu anaweza kukuajiri. That one is given. Yeah. And the best that you can do, utafute duka hapa town. Eka whatever you feel like kuweka, just weka. Kama ni maji, mineral waters, bottled waters, whatever it is, weka. Such, and because you have been in sales and marketing, one day opportunity will come here. Somebody looking for somebody to be an agent of something. But ukikaa nje na huko, nobody will come looking for you. No opportunities will come looking for you. So identify. And these opportunities that we are talking about, they come in different forms. They come in different ways. Opportunities. Some opportunities, imitative. It is a kind of an opportunity. If you imitate a business, it does not require so much of your effort. Locative, discovery. Locative arises from mismatches of supplies and demand. And kuwa landa siku zote. What is in demand? And the supply is not there. What do people demand? You see, like now, I see, kama sasa huwa naonaga jioni in the evening, watu wanakuja kwa mitaa, wanaweka manguo, si ndio? Wanaweza kuuza. Those people have identified that it is a requirement. It is a requirement. Kwa hivyo unaona jioni ikifika, anafungua, anatanda. Targeting certain people, like now we have a lot of university students. Kwa hivyo hiyo biashara imepanuka sana. But if you want to go into that business, yes, you start like others, but you have to be different. You have to differentiate yourself with hao wengine wako huko. You have to think, yes, imitate, but you have to be, creative. How can I attract more people? Ati mtu anajua kuuliza mtu akisema data kuthi kugura, atakwambia unaona pale kwa kona, pale kwa Catholic bookshop, hapo utapata mama anauzaga mehuko bags. And that lady has been there. And I can tell you, I know that lady. Nimempatia store. When that lady came there, alikuwa sijui ana hang sijui mifuko 5, 6, 7. Today akona branches. Sio hapo, akona branches. Hapo sijui pale kwa soko, ile ya chini sijui wapi. Ile store alikodi, alikuwa anaweka gunia moja. Siku hizi gunia haitoshei kwa hiyo store. Because alichagua something different. And this market yake mwenyewe, she makes money. I know. And the number of times anaenda kuchukua. Because it is something that is anapenda kufanya. And then akadiscover you have to do something different than the others. So whatever you take, you have to be different. You have to work it out. You have to be creative. Those are the opportunities that come. And we said opportunities come because of the challenges. Those challenges plop up. Take them positively. Create. You see, when we see about marketing, what is marketing? Sales and marketing. It is identifying the needs and being able to supply those needs effectively, cost effectively, so that you can be able to make a profit. Supply and demand. What is demanded? See, season ambayo imepita since hapo October, November, December, January, and a bit of February. Murang'A Ridge. Sio Murang'A Ridge peke yake, especially Murang'A Ridge. Maembe, season ya maembe. Sawa? There are some young men I know there, they have been camping there. And they have made money. Their agent, watu kutoka Nairobi, hawawezi kuingia kwa mashamba. You have to contact those guys, wako pale Mbobo. So these guys, they know each and every farm. Na wanajua ile matunda uko naye na yule hauna na nini. So when you come from Nairobi, unasema unataka 10,000 pieces. Mwingine sijui ngapi. Those guys wanaingia, wanakuja kwako shamba, wanaangalia because wanajua what type at what stage. Wanapima kwako tutapata 1,200, wa mwingine sijui nini, what. They book. Alafu wanakuja, wanalipa watu. So wanalipa watu wa huko sasa about 50 cents or shilingi moja kuchuna hiyo maembe. So in this farm. By the end of the day, the farmer, the owner there, gets about 5 to 7 bob. The guy who is coming from Nairobi, ananunua hiyo embe at 15. So 10,000 pieces, because me I see, zinawekwa kwa pickup, ama kwa. How much is that guy making? 10,000 pieces. It's a lot of money. And it is on a daily basis. Unaona mtu amenunua mpaka pikipiki mpya ya kuleta maembe kutoka kwa shamba kupeleka juu. What is happening? There are people who saw that opportunity and they can't let it go. It is an opportunity. Yesterday I was coming from the farm. The day before yesterday nilikuwa nimeenda inaitwa Geda Dairy because of the records and whatever. So as I was leaving, nikamwambia niko na maziwa ya jioni lakini sio nangi mtu akuja kuchukua. Wakaniambia tupe number, then after you tutaona vile tutakusaidia. When I walked out, there was somebody here, hao watu wadudu hao wanabebaga hizi. Overheard that. Nilipotoka akaja kwangu. Yes, ati uko na maziwa Guys, opportunities. Tukaongea naye. Akanipa simu, tukaongea. So, tukakubaliana to meet on Friday. Tukaenda kwa shamba. He is a very young man in his 20s. Nikamuuliza unakuwaga wapi? Kaambia anafanyanga kazi sijui wapi. But jioni na ndio watu wananuaga maziwa sana. Unaona magunando ya Murang'A. You get me there na mitungi moja, mbili or tatu. Moja ya 50, 100 liters. So he takes about 100 and something, 150 liters. Anauzaga hapo kwa magunando jioni. During the day, you jamaa ako kazi. And you know how much they buy? They buy at 45 from the farm. Akija kuuza, anauza between 60 bob and 70 bob. Kama sasa iko mingi, the lowest they can go is 60 bob. Wakati kuna demand sana, they go to 70. So this guy estimate he sells 150 liters per day, making 15 shillings per liter. This guy is somebody who is making about 30,000 out of maziwa. Wata ile kazi anafanya. Gentlemen. Nikamuuliza, tukaenda tukaona shamba na nini. So as we were coming back, nikamuuliza, what is the future for you? Because you cannot be doing that every day. You have to be. Ndio tuka exchange ideas. Waambia, you see, like now kuna maziwa mingi. You can open somewhere. Maziwa unanunua, kuna hii ya kuuza, kuna hii ya kuweka maziwa mala. Then you open a hotel, maziwa mala na ugali. People are going to be there. Adding value to that product. Akaniambia, that is my second target. Nikamwambia nataka that to happen within the next 3 months. And because it is somebody, he is a very positive young man. na amekubali kushuka kidogo ili aende akauze hiyo maziwa, but slowly he's going to raise up. So what I'm talking about is the challenges sometimes they are channels for opportunities. And what I have said is be very, very positive. Na unaomba Mungu akufungue macho so that you can be able to identify those opportunities. And once you identify those opportunities, there is something that we normally say, nitafanya kesho, nitafanya wiki ijayo, nitafuatilia. Sio wengi wanaofuatilia. Very few. Out of an opportunity that has happened to 10 people, maybe only one will follow up on that opportunity. So opportunities are there. Kazi ziko, and especially now. So the only thing that you have to identify is the need, the requirement, then you can be able to supply. Once you do that, and it is in every level. Kuna mtu anaweza kuingia katika real estate. Yes, they are big timers in those real estate. Lakini hata wao walianza chini. Anza na eka moja, where opportunities arise. Subdivide to quarters. Sell. Make some money if possible. On and on, it rolls. One day, an opportunity will open. You know, this guy called Maki. He now controls property management in Murang'A. Have you ever wondered how they started? Unaona hapo 1-in-1 NCB, opposite directly, there was a valuer there. Nafikiri bado yuko, alikuwa anaitwa country valuer. That guy now stays in Thika. They used to work in that office there. And because he's a valuer, there are some people or landlord who had entrusted him to be collecting rent on behalf. So, aliposhift akaenda Thika, it became a bit more complicated handling. And these guys that were working there, they took that opportunity. Wakaenda wakaset office. Now they started marketing themselves. We can manage. You see, the landlord that have been coming to this guy, country valuer, already they are familiar with this guy. So walipoenda wakasema tumefungua kampuni, it was easier for them. On and on. 1, 2, 3, county, sijui what, nini. Today, it is an industry because they saw an opportunity. And they took the opportunity, they ran with it. Wakaanza pole pole, wakainuka. Those are the opportunities that we're talking about. Yeah. I know Washira Magunando. When he was doing hawking kule Mokuyu na duka moja, on and on, opportunity ikafunguka. And that opportunity came about because of this uchaguzi. It was during the Kanu days and violent and whatever. And the Asians, because they were fearing, could hold stocks. So they were looking for people whom they can hold those stocks. Alafu wewe utauza uarudishie nini? Badala ya ziwe huko kwa industry. So the guy was there. Niko hapa. Akaanza kumwagiwa mali. Today that is history. That's how it started. Opportunity ilimpata doing something. That challenge, there was a challenge. The suppliers, they have a challenge. And this guy saw that challenge as an opportunity. So he was linked up by muindi mwingine alikuwa anaitwa wa Kirugea. So they started working with that guy from Kirugea. And he took off. So you can start from anywhere. But the most important thing is be able to identify an opportunity. Turn it. Yes, there are people. You see, you can imitate with very little innovation. You can imitate, but what you have taken, you have to think, how can I make it better? That thing, how can I make it better? And that thing of making it better, ukikaa chini, especially those who are in technology, IT, how can I make that something better? That idea, working out, one day in your line, it will open up. Anaitwa Jambo P, Jambo whatever, all these, there is this, there is a platform, naitwa, what do you call it? Anasema, it normally brings programs. Let's say like the programs that we have in the TV, eh? Ukitaka kuona ya kesho, you can see it today. What do you call that? Your platform. Eh? Tonight, what do you call it? Viusasa. Eh? Uh-huh. You see, it is somebody alikaa chini with these people. There are some TV programs wanafuatilia sana. Especially the readers, there are some programs wanapenda sana. And all that. Because, and I can tell you one thing, you will never go wrong if you enter the industry there, the readers. Biashara za cosmetics, biashara za nguo, biashara za nini, you will never go wrong. Hiyo, if you perfect it, uishike, hata wale wako huko, you just need to be anafanya nini, but you have to be innovative, better, creative, ulete, ipindue somehow, you will never go wrong. So, if you sasa, it is somebody alikaa chini, akasema, oh, if I do this, and I do this, and people pay me, yes, to be in that mtandao. How much do you think those guys collect? A lot of money. A lot of money. Why? Because it is an idea. It was an opportunity. Nataka kuona kipindi ya jana. And I want to see for tomorrow. I have been on a journey. I have not seen, inaitwa nini? One of those programs. I have not seen them for a couple of days. So you come, naenda, naingia, you see for the last maybe 3-4 days, and even was for tomorrow. What happened? An opportunity happened. The guy took off the opportunity. Na unaona stage ya huko Murang'A, stage ya huko chini kabisa, as you go to Juakali. See, there is somewhere unapita kamto. On this side, there is, kuna jamaa alifungua car wash. Hapo. He came. He opened a car wash like no other. The guy collecting money. Why? Because he identified, okay, people, they need their cars to be clean, but I want to enter Murang'A. And maybe he was sharing that idea with somebody. Akamwambia, Murang'A ziko nyingi, hata kuna wengine wanasota tu maji na ndoo. So, how are you going to make it? But that one never put him down. I'm going to Murang'A like nobody else has ever done. And he came, and he conquered. That guy magari zina line hapo kuosha. Opportunity. Grab it. You have to have an eye. to improve what is there, to identify what is the requirement, to be able to supply that need. Those are the opportunities. But along that journey, you have to walk along a journey of challenges. You have to walk along a journey to be patient, to work out, and you have to fuel that journey. Sometimes it becomes painful through the journey. There are gains and losses. But once you identify something that you really love to do it with all your might. Make it happen like nobody else. Make it happen, let it go, and be consistent in what you do. If you are consistent in what you do, God is consistent in what he does. And I said, God is a God of plan. And you have to have a plan so that he can be able to bless you with that plan. And as you play in the morning, whatever you have planned for me, let it happen. And whatever ideas that you have, and I have, let it work. You have to be positive. It is you who will make it happen. Nobody else. Ni wewe peke yako. So, look for opportunities. Let those opportunities look for you. The ones that you know, identify them. How can I improve this? And on you go. And with that, there is something that opportunity comes in many ways. And then there is the discovery. The discovery, it is discovering something that is new. Discover something that is new. Ukienda mtandao, this GG, Jumia, Kimiri, people advertising, people coming up with creative ideas, especially in the industry of ladies, cosmetics, all those. Wanaanza kumake, wanaweka jina, whatever it is. I can tell you, if it is something that you really love, and you do it, you will conquer. The last one is, as I wind up, Proverbs 22 and 29. You see, Mungu anatupenda. God loves us, especially sisi ambao tumeokoka. If you are a righteous man and you seek God, God is going to bless you in whatever you do. Look at the mighty man of God, the servant of God. Ukiangalia wote ni watu ambao Mungu alikuwa amewabariki na mali. Ni watu ambao Mungu alikuwa amewabariki na mali. Nuhu was a rich man. Hatusomi alikuwa tajiri, but I know he was. Unajua kutengeneza hiyo merikabu, you have to have carpenters. You have to have people wanakata miti na wanakuletea. He used to pay them. Hawezi kufanya kazi ya bure. He used to pay them. So lazima awe kuna pahali alikuwa na source of wealth. Abraham, one of the richest men that we have, was a man of God. Solomon, what? Because God wants to bless his people. Sisi ndio tunakataa. And I opened saying, he wants us to be above the others. Because there are some principles that happen and are applied to all of us. Hata wanyima. Ukikataa kufanya kazi, Wahindi watafanya kazi, wakiabudu hiyo miungu zao. Na tunaona kama wamebarikiwa. It is because us, we have refused to take that. And that is what God is looking for his people to do that, those opportunities. Righteous people so that they can raise up. In that proverb, anasema, do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. Anasema, do you see a man who excels in his work? Umesaona mtu ambaye amefaulu kwa kazi yake, ambaye amefaulu atasimama mbele ya wafalme. Anatuongelesha sisi tusimame mbele ya wafalme, sio watu wa ulimwengu kusimama mbele ya wafalme. It is wafalme, hiyo kusema ufalme wa wafalme, it is you will be respected. You will be respected. And to be respected, anasema umesaa wahi ona mtu ambaye amefanya vyema, ambaye amefaulu, ataheshimika. Why don't you want to be among those people? And you can only get there when you know how to identify the opportunities, grab the opportunities, because time and chance will happen to them all. But more so to the children of God, wale walioitwa kwa jina lake. And if you do that, God is going to bless us. Atatubariki. Usitoke nje. You see, your blessings are there. They have to be there. God has promised to give you, but they can tarry. Zinaweza kugoja. You see, the children of Israel walipoambiwa watoke Misri, the journey was not to take so long, about 40 or so days. It was a promise that they were being taken to somewhere good. It was a blessing. God our promise. So what happened? So Mungu aliofunja hao kwa sababu ya kukataa kusikia maagizo ya Mungu. They have to win in the wilderness. For how many years? For 40 years. For what to fulfill? For the promise of God to be fulfilled. So your blessings are there. So as we go for those opportunities and work out our way through those opportunities, remember I said everything has to be centered. God has to be in the center of all those. With that, may God bless you.
Hey, what do I have to say? Hey, thank you so much, sir. That was amazing. Nimejipata nimechukua almost 1, 2, 3 na kanusu. All this. So it was great. Thank you so much. Take home. Unajua nimefanya mahesabu ya huyo jamaa wa maziwa. Love figures. Amechukua maziwa ya 150 liters, ndio? Lita moja ni 60 shillings, eh? So difference ni 15, ndio? 15 auze hizo lita 150. Hata asiuze siku zote. We work with the 25 days. Unajua huyo jamaa anapata 56,250. Is it? Alafu, hata tuseme hiyo 6,000 ni expenditures ya mafuta. Siya kuna kaduthi? Na any other expenditures? Sasa, Bena, why don't you have 50,000 every month? Hiyo 50,000, natoa 5,000 tithe. That is per month. Per year, how much is that? 45,000 per year. It's crazy. Do you have opportunities? Do you see opportunities? When our chairman was talking, I remembered yesterday, a friend of mine, and Koni huku Gatuli, and kuna hills. So he has a serious car. And he came and asked me, Murang'A hakuna mahali mtu anaweza weka gari ilale alipe. So when he was talking, that's when I have remembered. It's an opportunity. sindio? Alafu, another take home is that every opportunity, sitaiangalia, every challenge, I'm not going to look at it like a challenge. I'm going to look at it positively and I'll give a solution. Because opportunities are in solution giving. Umelan kitu. And also doing things uniquely. I have to be unique myself. Watu wa picha. Do you know sometimes Elder Kim comes with a very serious suit. Wakiwa na reverend. So mwambie tu, hebu simama hapa nipige picha. Eda umweke ile ya frame. Umwidishe 2,000. Nafikiria atakosa. Is that not an opportunity? Amu wakati muona tu Revo amesimama na wife yake. Serious. Wado mtole ile mzima. Mwidishe 5,000. Atakosa. Hiyo ni opportunity. Hiyo ni mambo tumesoma about creativity. Me, that's my take home. The other take home, hey, hata sitasoma. There are so many things I have taken home. And another one, serious one. Never say no. Lydia, unaweza paint hii kanisa, Reverend? Yes, I can do it, sir. Mimi nimeona nikienda kwa ofisi yake. Sitio? I can do it. And also sijui kama mmecapture hii about partnership. Sasa mimi naenda kutafuta tenda. There's a time I used to do tenda. Pesa ikakosekana. Nana anasema utafanya hii tenda ya 1 million. Yes. Sasa natafuta 200,000 naenda kwa the sir himself. Sijui anasema. Na mimi sasa tunataka tu partner kama business people. Sasa we take an opportunity. True or not true? Sasa utakosa pesa aje. Wewe Murang'A University usikie wanataka laptop. Si ndio unajua kufanya? Pesa isikusumbue. But then one time I didn't have money. I agree 100% with what you have said. Mimi nikaingia hapa assembly. I wanted to do something else. Nikafikiria sina pesa, sina anything. Nikapata madam alikuwa hapo procurement anaitwa Kara. Nikasikia akiambia mtu mwingine anafanyanga kazi ya kama kuna mtu wa supply ya sabuni aliambia supply hakusupply. Mimi nikagojea waongee. Nikakaa hapo, nikaingia. Nikauliza Kara, by the way unajua natengenezanga jiki na sabuni. Akaniambia, unatengenezanga Akaniuliza, jik ni ngapi? Sasa shida sikujua ku price. Nikamuuliza mnanunuanga aje? Akaniambia mtungi nunuanga between 3,000 and 5,000. Akaniambia utaleta? Nikamwambia Akaniambia nataka mitungi 5. Siku najua. Lakini there's a lady I knew. Unaona ukienda hospitali, the first shop there, kuna mama alikuwa hapo. Anaitwa Mama Mashani. Nikamwambia nimeongea na madam anaitwa Karo. Hapa assembly. Na ameniambia nipeleke jik. Inauzango aje na utanisaidia kutengeneza. She did that. The whole expenditure was around 700 shillings. Kwa sababu jik ya 5 liters nanunua 500. Alafu na mtungi ilikuwa 100 na kuoshewa mtungi. Expenditure ilikuwa ngapi? 700. Nikamwambia Karo nitaleta na 3,000, lakini alinicheza. Kwa sababu alichukua 5,000, lakini mimi sikukasirika kwa sababu yeye alinilipa 5,000 lakini kamrudishia 2,000. So yangu ilikuwa 3,000. 3,000 minus 7 around 23 times 5. That was the first time I made money without money. Niyo siku ndio niliagree. Kumbe sio pesa iko na shida. The problem is that it's not that you don't have money. The problem is you don't have the idea itself first. Pesa si shida. Money is not a problem. I don't have much. Lakini ukikuja uniambie kuna kadili ya kusupply kitu na tunataka 200,000, si ndio nitakopa. Ibani tabia Elder Kim anipe 50. Niende kwa leo nimwambie anipe 50 tukorabo. Sasa tukifanya kazi niwarudishie ukiwa na 20,000. Nimefanya biashara sijafanya. That is it. So you don't need. Huyo mtu anasema ngati, mimi sijaanza biashara kwa sababu sina pesa. Si pesa hauna. Ni nini hauna? Idea na creativity. Understand? Thank you. I don't want to go back to what I have taken. Hey, mimi nimechukua vitu mingi. Kai hizi zote nita practice. Kwa sababu ya kukuwa unique. That one you must be unique. Sidio? Now mimi nitaongezea ingine, take yourself seriously. This is life. You have to make it. Sidio? Take yourself seriously. And you cannot do one line of business and make it in this life. Then that didn't come, we were teaching ourselves on how to introduce ourselves. Tumelearn wale hawatukua. Wale watu wanasemanga majina yangu ni, hakuna kitu majina yangu, ni jina langu, you have one. That's the introduction we are doing it. Before wale wamechelewa, O unto you. And the bad part is, hatukuwa na recording your time. Majina yangu ni, my names are. There are no names, it's one. And he said when you're introducing yourselves, you make sure at least you add 3 things you do. Tuko na mmoja akatuambia, he's a CEO, he's a content creator, he's something else. We said that we look at things in a big way. The other take home is, take yourself seriously. How you take yourself is how people take you. If you take yourself as a joke, all of us will do that. Finally, people address you how you dress. That is what we'll talk about in March, kwa sababu tutakutana tena. We'll not talk about that. I don't want to go back there. The other thing we're supposed to do right now, I thank God. At a mention, Reverend, thank you so much for coming. We are humbled. Pastor Margaret, karibu sana. We are happy to see you. Na mwalimu wangu what do you call it? Or Biblia, namuona hapo. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. Now, we are at that point we are talking of question and answers. Any question that you don't want to be answered. Swali ambayo imekusumbua. And you may want to learn something. Any question? Any take home? You have been told to stay deliberately and intentionally. Everything you do it deliberately. Sindio? Deliberately is you never know when opportunity comes. It comes when you have not prepared. So be prepared. Any question? Another day, I have so many stories. Another day, I had a dream, and I dreamt with a very big person in this country. And I was bothered. So when I came here in the morning, not today, another time, I started praying. I was asking God, what is this? Is this that you want to take? Unajua kuna ndoto zingine zinakufanya mkubwa. Kwa ndoto unakuwa mkubwa, lakini reality you are still small. And I was just praying and asking God, what is this? Then I get to understand, live where you are going. That's what the Spirit was teaching me. Live where you are going. Dress where you are going. Chalana, everything do where you are going. So when I saw that dream, I came to understand, where am I going? I start behaving that here, right now. Sindio? Nataka kuwa mkubwa huko. The Spirit of God was teaching me something very funny. That mimi nikiwa hapa Lydia, naona mawazo inafaa kuwa huko. Like now, my mind should be Nairobi, for example, when I'm in Murang'A. You get that? So everything that I'm doing where my mind is. And you can take even your mind even outside the country, but you are here. So the chemistry happens is, where your mind is, pushes the body there. And I came to understand, I think that's why God says, He sees the end from beginning. Mawazo iko huko lakini mwili iko hapa. That's why you hear a person not getting bothered or just trying to be someone else because I know where I'm going. Because you can never go where your mind has never gone. So, you see, I'm intentionally living, dressing, behaving there because I saw myself with a big person. So, hii mwili lazima ivutwe huko. But when I'm here, I have to behave there. Let your business behave there. Ukiweka biashara, paga kazi vizuri. I usually have a problem. I'm selling small clothes there. And I was telling another lady, sasa hii ni mrago. Unaweka maguo kwa mrago ya nini? I'm having a problem. Because you have a small shop. Panga it vizuri. Hata mtu akikuja anakuwa intimidated. That is called order. Unaweza kuwa hauna vitu vingi, lakini how is your shop? Let it locate there. Let your mind be there. Let your business there. When the mind is so far away from where the body is, the body has no choice than to attract and get it right. Tumeelewana? So anyone with a question? Kama hatuna questions? Yes. Yes. register. I form a business. Chairman.
How are you? I would like to register a business. I do not have the location yet, but I just want it to be registered. I know it is registered and it is legal. It is a computer business. I have the name, I have everything. I just need the directions.
You have the name. It is only a permanent place that you don't have. So you want to register that name with the, is it a business name or as a business name? You don't have to have a permanent, you can even let's say where we, physical address, you can let any other place that you know as a plot or whatever. Even let's say like the plot pale unakaa, you can even name it there. Yes, it is not something that is permanent. That physical address, you can put the, where you stay, that plot number, you can allocate it there. Yeah. All the others, you are okay. The business name, then you pay for, charge for the name. After you do that, after it goes through, you just fill the forms, then you are ready to go. Physical address, andika pale unakaa. Yeah, that plot number to go through. So.
Thank you so much. That's a good one. Yes, I have a business name. I have a business name in a company, and I have registered PO Box location Nairobi. So si lazima, it is true. And you just need, you may register already. I'll give you 1,000. You just need 1,000. Because you charge 800 if you want a business name, 800. And then you'll have 2 or 3 names, so around with 2 serious names, one will be taken, so you'll be charged 100. So with 1,000 you are sorted. See, by the virtue, because you came early, I'll give you 1,000. Yes, register that way. Sindio? And there's also hizo zingine zitakuwa vizuri. Sindio? That's a good one. Start working. And also we have to, you can either register a business and a business name or a company. But company will give you problem now because you don't have income. They'll just telling you to do VAT. It becomes a problem altogether. Any other question? Yes, madam. Good morning.
Nimekuwa for a while nikistudy about shares, the way kuzitrade and everything. And last month kulikuwa na hii offer ya Kenya Pipeline, and nika risk, let me say risk, nika buy some of them, and nikapata an email ikiniambia nimekuwa allotted the number of shares nilinunua, lakini I just can't seem kuzitrace, sijui like mali nitaingia nizione. Walinitumia email wakaniambia nishapata hizo shares, nilikuwa nimetumia the Faida Investment Bank, juu ndo ilikuwa inauza sana at that time. Lakini sasa nikiingia kwa the portal ya NSC, nikiingia kwa the portal ya Faida, sioni shares zangu, like I don't know how to go about it.
Wow, that's a good one. Unaona mambo ya mind. Tunaona wapi? Mbali, unajua wale watu wamebuy shares mingi za ni watu wa Uganda kwa sababu Kenyans refuse to buy for reasons, And that's a good move, a very good one. But now, what usually happens is there's that grace period of around 30 days for that settling down, coming down, and getting now you can be able to see your shares. So sahi iko tuko your stage. You just need to eat a little bit, but it's a good move. So make it deliberate. If umenunua tuseme umenunua kama za 2,000, make it every month. Every month. Once you open an account, they can be able to sell internally. And so they'll be sending you an email every time you can, and ukiongezea. By the time you get to 40 like I am, you'll be someone else. And it's good. So about money market, you wanted to know about it?
Nilikuwa najaribu kuangalia gani iko, I don't know, like growth, vile hiyo pesa ina grow, nikakuwa confused in the middle, nikaacha katikati, so I don't know how it works.
All right. I'm just going to do it in 2 minutes. What money market fund is, it's like you're doing a fixed deposit. Unajua mambo ya fixed deposit? Unaekanga pesa yako hapo, lakini si ati unaweka pesa yako inazaa. Okay? So what you really need to do when you're doing money market is to know whether the rate they have given is gross or net. Because if it's gross, there are 2 costs attached to it. One is tax, which is 15%. The other one is the one we call management fee. So a company may give 11%, but haijatoa those 2. So kama ni 11, toa at least 2 shillings. So the actual, the net is around 9 or 8.9. Okay? So you just need to understand, because most of the company will just give, you just need to ask, is this net or gross? Understand? Gross ni ikiwa haijatolewa kitu. Net ni wakitoa hizo mbili. Okay? The other thing about money market fund is, if you don't have a huge amount of money, sorry to say, don't go for money market. Because every time you withdraw, unaweza weka kama 10K, useme uta withdraw next month, because there's that way you can withdraw anytime, apart from the first 14 days, which they're doing the processing, like what I have explained to you in the shares. So within that time, after 14 days, you can withdraw in a time. So that flexibility of withdrawal, what people will not tell you, or us financial advisors will not tell you, is that every time you withdraw, there's 15% deduction. And you see, kama ijaza, ita deduct back your principal amount. Understand? So that's the hook you just need to know about. But money market is just an account you just open, other than your money idling in the bank, na yeka mali itakuwa ikiza. Okay? So if you want to go that direction again, unless you just set an amount of money that hutatoa in the next like few years, sasa weke, so that the time utakuja kutoa, it will make sense. Because by that time, itakuwa ime grow in terms of the returns. Okay? Any other question? Yes, sir.
Sometimes you have to do your homework when you go into money market, because it is compounded interest. So there are various players in the market. So assuming when mtu akufanyaga budget ya mwaka or quarter or whatever, and your requirement or what you want to do, and the money that you have, unajua hutatumia zote wakati moja. So you may be having some money, let's say like 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 700,000, 1 million, 2 million, or you are saving, whichever it is, from your savings account in the bank, you take it to the money market fund. In your savings account, what you do, they give you interest at the end of the year, depending on the balance. And the maximum they can give you is about 6%, thereabout, minus taxes. So if you identify a good money market fund account, they operate, basically it's almost the same. There are some that compound on a daily basis. So if you have 100, they compound it on that day with the interest, let's say 11 or 12%, minus whatever the taxes, then they put it for that day. So it is the principal plus that interest. So the following day, that what has been compounded will be added again to the interest of the day on a daily basis. So kind of you receive a statement from day 1, 2, 3, 4, showing you the interest for each and every day until the end of the month. So if you have 100,000 or 200,000 that you are not utilizing immediately, and you put it into a money market fund, tomorrow you may require 20,000. You just withdraw the 20,000. Yes. Ile ka interest, maybe imekaa huko, you are handed, maybe on the 10th day, unataka withdraw 20,000. Itakuwa, that 20,000 you may withdraw, itakuwa na interest hapo, mpaka hapo umefikisha. So the balance that you remain, the principal 80, continues to accumulate on accumulative basis. Because if you leave it in the bank, they are not going to give you that interest. Na hii ina lock on a daily basis. So why do you let your money stay in the bank na hii itakusaidia? But this one, because it operates more the same, like a bank account, you withdraw what you want. You can withdraw your want for this week. You can withdraw your want for a month. And you can save at the same time. Zinapelekana pamoja.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
On shares, unasema you cannot trace your shares. Kuna platform ambayo Safaricom amekuja nayo. Inaitwa tu M-Pesa. I'll show you after this. Na hii tulifunzwa wakati tulikuwa kuna training ambayo tulikuwa ISPAC huko Naivasha last week or 2 weeks ago. Now you just need to open that app. So now wakati I think wamekuja nayo like 2-3 months ago. So if you want to buy shares, you don't have to go to CDS account. Abazo tulikuwa tunaenda kwa bank, kwa Equity Bank, whichever bank or whichever agent of shares. Unaenda huko, unajaza maform, unafunguliwa CDS account, alafu unauza ama unanunua shares. So you just need your app. Kama mimi niko nayo hapa. Ukifungua kuna segment inaitwa ZD account. Sasa hiyo ndio ukifungua, and I think akina Victor they know these things. Ukifungua, all the shares that are trading in the market, NSE, Nairobi Stock Exchange, zote ziko hapa. Na inakuambia how much right now it is trading. If you want to buy, kama hiyo ya pipeline, iko hapa. Utaziona hapa zote umenunua. Kama mimi nimenunua za Safaricom, niko na hapa za NSE, niko na za Equity, niko na za wapi. Ziko hapa. So every moment nataka kuona share zangu zimefika wapi ama zina trade how much, I just open this app. Kwa hivyo unaziona zote, unaweza uza saa hiyo, unaweza nunua hapo kama umeketi hapo. Hakuna mambo ya kwenda kwa bank. I think hiyo inatusaidia sana.
Sio hiyo time ya networking ndio wanatufunza. Hata mimi nitanunua na kama niko hapa sio 200 Kenya shillings, see 200,000. Wewe. So see you're learning. You make it deliberate. Kenya ukishuka watu wawili wakilipa 4,000, 1,000 ununua shares. Ndio? Na unasahau. Make it deliberate. Si nimesema take yourself serious. Take your business serious. Hii pesa itoshi, lakini ukiweka uweke 5 years to come, you look back and you're like, you're smiling. Now about something just to add on money market. Last year, I think it was August, the first day of August. We came here, we usually come here, and mnakuja maombi asubuhi. Si tuliambiwa the first statement chairman alisema was, nothing happened without God. Si ndio? Hiyo mambo yote tunaongelea hapo ukiwa una Mungu, that's why you be coming here in the morning for prayers. And normalizes waking up early. Hauna mtoto, mimi sasa ni mzee, mtoto, kupika chai na nikuje maombi. Wewe uko na reason gani? Hauna, si ndio? Come here, pray. So I came here, it was August 1st, I remember, and we were praying. Coincidentally, that week I was the one who was reading prayers because we read every week. And I was praying there, I had the Spirit of God tell me, it's time you go back to school. I didn't have a plan. And I think I was sharing with Elder Kim and the wife, and I told them, I just heard this. Nitoka maombi hapo juu, mostly I come prepared. Nikimaliza naenda job. So when I was there, I had time, but I didn't know how. So I decided, let me start with the first thing first. I was like, I wanted to do a degree. There's another degree I started, and then at some point, everything went hayway, and I could not continue. So I went all the way to Nairobi. Coincidentally, without knowing, not coincidentally, God divine way, nikapata kumbe wana-enroll hiyo siku. So hata sikuwa na kitu ingine, nilikuwa tuna vitu zangu. In fact, I was calling the person at home to take photos for my certificate and send, and I enrolled. So after nime-enroll, nilipa just 1,000 and I came back. When I came back, I asked myself, how do I get money? Yes, God uliniambia it's time. How do I go about it? I just thought. And the following day, mimi mwenyewe nikajipeleka pale NCBA. There's that about money market, kuna pesa ambazo, sasa hizo, what chairman was talking about multiplying effect, it multiplies every day. Like if you have 100,000, leo, business takes place between 8 and 5. So the amount umefungua nayo, it trades that day, and the closing balance ya jioni hiyo, the closing balance is my principal plus the interest, that is what you close with, becomes the opening balance for tomorrow. You get? And the opening balance ni hiyo sasa ile imezaa jana na yangu. That's how money market grows. So what I did, I just went to that and have a discussion, and I asked them, I want like 300,000. And we are having a discussion. And then I told them, kuna pesa huwa zinaingia kwa hii account. Because earlier I had opened an account, hizo interest, because they come either monthly ama annually. It is you to choose. Kuna pesa huwa zinaingia hapa around 9,000. Can I get a loan? Hii pesa inaingia hapa inalipa. Then when you're having a discussion, they said, yeah, it is okay. Then I told them, other than me going and withdrawing this money from my Bond Plus account, Bond Plus and the money market are one the same thing. Bond Plus account, nikuja nilipe shule 80,000 for this term. I argued, tukaargue na wao, tukakubaliana, they give me 300,000, ile pesa inaingia wanakata. So, have I touched my money? No. Do I have money to work? So, hii pesa ambayo umenipea, hiyo 300,000, sini natoa nalipa 80,000, hii ingine inabaki. So, in the closure of next year, by June, nitakuwa nimemalizana na wamenipea pesa. Na mimi bado nitakuwa nimemalizana na shule. So, I have made an expenditure, not with my money, not with my active money, but with a passive money. By the time I'm done, see, ile pesa bado itakuwa imeongezeka. Juu inaongezekianga every time, because I have done a check of around 5,000 to be deducted from my pay, inaingia hapa. If I get a gig any other place, I add to it. You get? And also, nenda nikiongezea. But am I using my money? So if, for example, I want to do something serious and I need like 500,000 after nimemaliza hii, sina nitapata, but I'm not using my money. So the actual thing is, be deliberate and start from where you are. Start small, but be deliberate where you're going. Tumeelewana? So na mmefanya ni divert because you're not coming to talk about finances today. But anywho, any other question? Final one. Yes, sir. Yes. Come in front. Tuandiki alafu tusumbuane.
I'm a financial consultant, certified. I got my certification back in 2023. I think there's something called valuation and research. You don't just dive into buying shares because people are buying shares. You need to have something called motivation, mantra, and objective. And there is a thin line between shares and stocks. Shares are in very, very small quantities. And that's where we advise people to start. Then from there, there's something called stocks, which is a long-term investment, but it's something we call an equity. Now, when buying shares, you buy shares because you want to have something called dividends. And it is a certain quantity, a bracket quantity of a company or a stock. Tunaelewana? And the reason you buy them, it's because at the end of the day, at the end of the year, at the end of a period, unataka to feel part and parcel of that company and want to feel you're growing. But then, do you just buy shares for the sake of buying? No. We do something we call research. I'll tell you the reason Ugandans bought shares and Kenyans held. It's because if you do a little research, you'll find that anytime we are gearing towards elections, there is plambulation, there is a recession of shares and all that. And most of these companies, they are unable to come up again. So Kenyans now had to hold everything. If you had shares, you hold them. And they had to look for other options. The other thing was the effect of the influential figures such as politicians. As an expert, I always tell people, the moment you see a politician indulge in telling you to buy something, cross-check that thing, because in most cases, it's them who are trying to withdraw from that with a clear mind of, in the future, something might happen. So don't just buy for the sake of buying. Don't just buy because people are buying. You buy because you have an objective as to why you're actually buying that product. Because it is an investment. It's the same way you buy a shoe. It's the same way you buy that phone. How is it going to help you? Tunaelewana? Money market fund. It comes in different terms. It comes as a fixed fund. It comes as a current fund. And the best thing is you have very many options. Hata ukienda kwa kina Shikoe Dingo watakupea hiyo option. And personally, I think I have like 6-7 accounts from different brokers. But the current one that I use mostly is the M-Pesa ZD MMF, because at the end of the day, transactions are zero. So the little I get from there, that one I make it a recurrent. But then you can have another money market fund where you make it a fixed account that has a higher return rate, and you know that hii pesa haitokangi hapo. But ile unajua 30% of what I use, I can always withdraw any day, any time. You look for a fund that you know that the withdrawal rate is actually low or there is none. That's the only way you're able to invest. Go build your portfolio, do something we call diversification. Build your portfolio across different boards. Start with here, kidogo kidogo, go to global stocks, akina S&P 500, utakuwa sawa. Thank you.
Niko na swali nataka kuuliza. So we've been here. So there is a topic of money market fund na shares. What nikikuuliza ama nijiulize, what do you go for? The money market fund or shares? Okay, for somebody who is starting off, for somebody who you see, there are some people who go for money market fund because they have a lot of money they need to take it there. That money they need to buy shares in a certain company. So you have maybe surplus money that you can be able to. But if I'm starting and I'm starting from down, and my resources are limited, out of experience, I can tell you don't go for shares kwanza. Invest your money and savings into money market fund. One, why do I buy shares like me? Why would I buy shares? One, because of dividend. Sindio? Any other reason? Any other reason? Because of dividend. So, I personally don't buy shares because of dividend. I can tell you that. I go through the papers. I know which company to choose, where to put money, and how to invest that money. Because if I'm buying shares, unless you're wrong term, unless I'm very sure the money I'm putting into that dividend, if I put 1 million, you see, dividend, how much do they pay? If the share doesn't change the prices, it's about 4%, 5%, 6% of the value. That's the same way, that's the same as if I had put that money in the bank. There is no difference. If I had put that 1 million in the money market fund, I could have been much more better. So the reason why I have to go for shares is one. Last year we went for a seminar summer. We were in a group. People, tunakuwa na kikundi. Then we had invited somebody akuja tuongelesha, not necessarily about shares, but about business and whatever. We had organized it for our members. But tukienda kumalizia, that I told them, tumeongea habari ya biashara, tumeongea habari market fund, tumeongea habari ya shares. So we talked. Nikawauliza nani yako na pesa? 20,000, 50,000, nataka kumpeleka pahali. Now, during that time, I had noticed within the last 2 days, unajua a company called Uchumi, it is not doing well. So, but there was a lot of activities, Uchumi. By that time, one share ya Uchumi ilikuwa 0.6. So even if you have a 50,000, you have a lot of shares. So if you have 100,000, so invest. Kama kuna mtu aliweka hapo, hiyo 100,000 that time, tukaendelea first month, second month, 3, tukija kufunga mwaka, this 0, and there is a lot of activities. Buying shares, unaona, previous day, movement, 2 million shares. The following day, 3 million shares. And the price now starts changing, 0.6, 0.7, 0.75, 0.1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. By the close of the year, the increase was 500% increase. So, kama ulikuwa umeweka 100,000, uko na pesa ngapi? 500,000 within a period of, tukadispose those shares. So, me as an investor, I have seen an opportunity. Why there are so many activities here? And the cost of this thing is so minimal. Uambiwi ni 30 share moja, ni cent. So even if you had put 50,000, 500,000, 500%, kuna pesa ngapi? 250,000 out of 50,000. So what I'm saying is, if you have to really go for shares, not unless I know a company that growth yake from the start itapanda juu. So I can buy not necessarily because of that reason, but because of another reason. The company now that is selling IPO or is selling shares, the future iko very bright. So nitanunua na shilingi 5, but not because of so much, because of dividend. Dividend, if you put your 1 million, dividend 3, issue here mwakai. When you will pay back your 1 million, itaka, my friend. But Eguma from 5 to 7 to 10, because we have been able to identify this is a proper company. Like the people who bought Safaricom, Mwanzo, it has gone. Today is about whatever. So there is a reason why you have to go into that market. Being able to identify the opportunity. And the opportunities, when you go out to see the opportunity, see an opportunity here. This is a business, it's a little outlet. Neduka, but it is being run down. Can I buy it? The only thing that is lacking in that business is proper management. So if you take that building or that business, proper management in that building, in that business, you are done. That is an opportunity. Ona modu adhiete, fine. Kona, L.C.A. na nyumba. Noni, it is a house that is run down, and I renovate that building. Once you renovate that building, you bought it for maybe 3-4 million. Then you sell after renovating that. It is a creative idea. So we are talking about opportunity. Opportunities in money market fund, opportunities in shares, not to jump only into shares, just waiting for dividend. You have to have an eye. Which company do I go in? It is in Apandaju. I go there. East African Industry, Portland Cement, is selling shares. It is a land-down company. Now, the new owners that will come, it is a multinational company. Definitely, it is shares shown, they will shoot up. So one says how much? Maybe 40, maybe 50. Buy the maximum you can be able to buy. The new owner comes, there is an offer, 70 bob. You bought it at 50 or 40, you have made your kill.
Hey. It's a beautiful day, right? And you have learned a lot. We are still on time. And at this juncture, and if there is no other question, yes, madam.
So praise God. My name is Phyllis Njoki Kamau. I'm a sales executive in the real estate industry. I was asking, apart from the platform that we use like Facebook or Instagram, are other platforms that we can use to get clients? Yes. Clients. Because according to us, we use platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Are there other platforms maybe we can use to get those clients?
Okay. There are numerous. There are a lot of them. You interact with people. They are hundreds. They are there. They are available. You can do business there. You can market yourself there. You can interact yourself. Even those people who are working, even working is an opportunity. And I said, why you work like there is no work tomorrow. So you'll be identified. Utapanda juu. And the target is, if you see yourself, siwezi, hakuna hata nikifanya kazi, there is no way nitapita msahara. Msahara, gutiri hidi, gakiria girigana. Leave that work. Like, you can stay there looking for an opportunity. But there are opportunities. You raise with that. Because you are targeted to be at the senior most. So No, this for people who are looking for employment, there is something that we call GAIN, GAINREP, GAIN rep. You only pay for 1,000 per annum. It used to be about 510, but nowadays they are charging only 1,000. When you go there, you can choose to be updated on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. They send you messages from multinational companies where jobs are available, and they will do that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Current market jobs that are available, you will never hear about them. Hautaziona kwa gazeti, but they are there. Breweries is looking for this. Bakeries is looking for this. Standard is looking for this. The other day, we call it Equity Bank. Hundreds of jobs that are there. The only thing that you never do is after you identify that, there are numerous, a lot. The only thing, if you identify where you want to be, and they will send you the title, qualifications, and whatever, the minimums and what, and the salary. If you now need to apply for that job, you can only now apply for that job. 1,000 allows you to be receiving that information on a weekly basis, even if you want it on a daily basis or a monthly basis. But now, when you want to apply, you have to subscribe to that, so that it allows you now to be applying for those jobs. And those jobs, when you apply, there is no shortcut. I can assure you 100%. If you qualify for that, according to what the requirement is, be assured you shall be in that interview for the job that you applied for. So that one is for people who are looking for jobs. So.
Thank you, Chairman. Sijaijua about GAIN rep, mejua leo. Information is power. You are asking about, client for what? Oh, all right. Facebook is there, Twitter, all the social media places. There are other places we call network meetings, like this one. Here you have an opportunity to talk to everyone, is it? There's like the one the government sometimes invite, Hapa Ihura, all the people who are in business, and then they come showcase their business. That's still an opportunity. Another big one that is untapped, chamas. Women have chamas almost every week. Go and talk to those charities. They give you a platform to talk to people. Understand? The other thing is annual teachers meeting. They have people who are coming to business, they're doing internship. They have people who are retiring, that's still a platform. They have people who are in business, and still those are opportunities, is it? So you can use the traditional way of doing business. The other one is this thing I was introduced to somebody else on getting numbers. An app, sikumbuki ilikuwa nafanya aje, and then you just peep in, unaeka numbers, inakupea numbers nyingi, and then you can do random messages. Si kila mtu atakunini, like I have, I think, over 5,000 numbers. You just say you want either from 0 to 500 to 5K or 5K to 10, and then they give you numbers for so many people, and then you can do random messages. Katikati yao, utakosa kupata watu wawili watatu. We say in sales, if you talk to 10 people, if you're a person who is good in terms of closing business, it's a ratio of 10:1, is it? So if you close 3, you are a good one, you are an expert. So you can be intentional. Every day talk to 10 people. Per week, anu watu wangapi? Even if it's 5 days, these are 50. 50, you'll get 3 sales. Are you in business? Per week. So per month, how many do you have? Even if it's 10:1, per week is 5. Per week is 20. Are you in business? Have I helped you? Thank you. Final one. There's no final one. So at this juncture, it's 9:33. We said we keep time. It's part of professionalism. Wacha wale watakuja saa 4 wakose wapate tumekuja breakfast. Sindio? So I'm going to give you Pastor Margaret for 2 minutes. And then after she's done, I will introduce Lev, who will give us a word and pray for us. And then after that, Bena, you can prepare us to take a photo. We have 3 seats hapo katikati ya manne. And then from there we enjoy breakfast, and then you can take your time to network mpaka wakati unataka. Karibu mami.
Asante sana Sister Lydia. Bwana sifiwe. Good morning. Nashukuru Bwana kwa vile tuko hapa. I also thank God for helping me to come this morning. I was able to attend this forum. It's very informative. Nimelearn a lot. Even hata nikiwa mchungaji, kuna mawazo ingine nimesikia inatiwa muhuri ndani yangu, na ile nimefunzwa kwayo sana ni ya kwamba ni identify kitu kile napenda kufanya sana, so that I can as well grow in that area. Otherwise, I'm so happy for this. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Lydia, and the entire team that has been planning this. Nimeshukuru Mungu sana, even seeing young people who are here and learning and even giving out their idea of how they are doing in business. This is what we love. Hata kama tu tunakusanyika kanisani for the spiritual matters, we are looking forward to having great people in our church ambao wamekuwa kibiashara, wamekuwa katika areas fulani za kupata pesa. Na kwa hivyo tunashukuru Bwana sana, na tunasema ni asanti kwetu sisi wote ambao tumeweza kuwa. Asanteni sana, Bwana wabariki. So this time round, I want us to welcome Ref, that he may come and say hi to us as he also winds up, na tupate mwelekeo. Amen. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi.
Thank you, Pastor. Bwana asifiwe. I won't take more than 2 minutes. Lydia may put very well. Actually, I was asking Mr. Munguti, when were we to end? Tukaangalia kwa flyer tukaona ni 9:30. Na if we get late in a professional meeting, sasa kwa kanisa msiniwahi mpikia kelele. Kama mkutano ya professional inaweza chelewa. Sasa pale kwa kuhubiri. But I'm grateful for this forum, and I have followed. Mahali mlianza recording, niliingia online nikikuja, so I have heard what chairman alikuwa anasema, and I've gotten a lot of insight. Hata mimi ninakuanga na kuwa na biashara huko ndani, ni vile mwito ilikuta ikanifungia biashara zangu zote. I was a very good photographer na videographer. I was a boda man. I had a shop ya kuuza general things. I had a typesetting and printing business. Nilikuwa natengeneza programs za burial na whatever na harusi. I also had cosmetic shop. Nimeuza mafuta. Nilikuwa naenda Nairobi Best Trade na nunua na cotton na nini na manywele. Sijui 133, sijui zilikuwa hizo code za kara za nyonini sahau, but I used to sell that. So nimefuga kuku, nimepanda kitunguu huko Endarasha, yote ikachomeka, nimefuga ng'ombe. So mimi niko na biashara ndani. Lakini kuna kitu nimesikia kwa hii forum, haijawahi niingia kwa mawazo yangu. Na ndio maana mikutano ni mzuri. Hii maneno ya shares, I have never thought about it. Hiyo naonanga ni ya wazee, akina shosho na kukaa ndio niona wakikufa, wakifanya succession ndio niona ikiandikwa sijui ya cooperative, sijui ya wapi. Alafu naangalia nashindwa hii kitu ilikuwa inasaidia mtu na nini. Lakini kama Royce atiananua share, sijui nani, hata hii kitu, alafu kimu nasikia akisema, "Acha hii niambia." Cha kitu kingine nayo mbaya ni kutaka kutajirika peke yako. Na ndio maana tunakuja mkutano kama hii tunasikia. So I will seriously think about that. Kwa sababu kuna time najipatanga na 5,000 sikuwa nimepangia. Najipatanga na 2,000 sikuwa nimepangia iko kwa M-Pesa. Kama saa hii nimepewa tu pesa ya birthday, iko hapo nafikiria nitafanya nini nayo. Nikikaa, unajua kuna watu wanatumia tu pesa. Sasa Kim na Victor munikarisha chini, nione kama giri 10 inaweza nunua share. Si ni sawa sawa? So this networking is very much good. Na kwa hivyo tusikose mikutano hii. Na by the way, ni saa hii tu tukimaliza hii maneno ya mjengo pesa ishe, tutafanya hii mikutano kubwa, forums kubwa. Na tutafanyia kanisa, tutaenda huko Nokras, huko Riverine, mkutano serious. Kwa sababu kitu kingine nimesikia lazima ukuwe unique. You must blood your company. Na whatever we do, we must do it as a business. Nikisema hii quote na iende online, watu wataanza nichukulia vibaya. Lakini hata mimi fanya nafanyanga ministry, naifanyanga kama ni biashara. Bwana asifiwe sana. To upgrade it. Asubuhi mimi kima naweza waambia Sunday isipokuwa ni siku hizi kidogo kidogo. Mimi previously saa 11 ilikuwa inanipata church. Na mimi ninakuanga church like every day. Na nakuja saa 2 natoka jioni mpaka saa 2 ya usiku kama venye wewe unaendanga biashara. Halafu lazima nifanye blooding, lazima nikuwe unique. Hata wewe ukifanya hesabu ni kanisa ngapi umeona ikifanya young professionals meeting? Lazima tufanye hiyo. Ndio sasa young professionals wa hii mji yote wataona kuna kanisa inafikirianga young professionals wanakuja. Sio ni biashara. Natafuta watu wakuja wajae church. So hata wewe lazima ukuwe unique. Alafu unasema watu watakuwa dress the way you dress. Lazima ukuwe mtu serious. Ndio maana hata mikutano ya young professional wanakuja na suti. Kwa sababu nataka nikae professional. That is why in church I will never come with a t-shirt kuhubiri kwa ibada. Ndio watu na finya hawa wazee na wao wakuja wakiwa serious, kwa sababu tunataka tuonyeshane hii kanisa ni serious. Sasa hata biashara yako lazima uionyeshe iko serious. So make use of every opportunity kama vile tumeambiwa. Nimaliza kwa kusema first Ephesians 5:15 to 16. Biblia inasema ya kwamba be very careful then how you live, not as unwise but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. So every opportunity you see, lazima uiseize, uitumie ili ikuletee manufaa na faida. Bwana asifiwe sana. I appreciate there are so many young people ninaonanga huku town, hata wa kanisa hii. Wengine vijana wengine sijawaona hapa, pengine wameenda shule, wanauzanga